Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. It's the return of Garrett Cole and the return of the empty Calorie Yankees. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
Suck. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue line underneath the video. But I'll tell you what wasn't beautiful. The Yankees in the Bronx tonight against the first place Tampa Bay Rays. And you know why the Rays own the New York Yankees? Because they play the game of baseball right. They believe in batting average, and they believe in hitting singles. Is there any direct correlation, the fact that the Tampa Bay Rays have the best record in baseball, have the best team average, and the most singles in all of Major League Baseball? You know, I got barbecue sauce on my SATs, right? And people try to make baseball into a complicated thing. It's not. The reason they've been playing this for 120 years is somebody can stumble upon it and figure this game out. Get hits, get on base, play good defense, and mitigate runs, and that should equate to some wins. The Tampa Bay Rays, the Toronto Blue Jays, the LA Dodgers, and the Milwaukee Brewers have all shown the Achilles heel of the New York Yankees, and that's playing consistent defense in tight spots in big parts of the game. And every time they fail, and tonight wasn't any different. And what scares the shit out of me as a Yankee fan, it's a guy that wasn't even here last year messing up. Caballero's error leads to the big inning, and the New York Yankees lose 4-2 against the Rays tonight. And I am not even pissed off. I just knew this was coming. I told you on the show last night they're going to get steamrolled in this series because the Tampa Bay Rays put the ball in play. They play defense. They steal bags. They mitigate runs. You wouldn't even be able to name half the players on their roster. Their eighth hitter has a 267 average. They would have the fourth best average on this team. And you wouldn't be able to find this guy in a lineup. The Tampa Bay Rays' overall salary for the whole team is $88 million. Their highest paid player makes $10 million. Do you know that Trent Grisham makes $12 million more than the highest paid player on the Rays, and now the Yankees are 5.5 games back of them? What are we doing wrong? We're relying on the home run ball, and we're not playing small ball. If you look in the beginning of the year, how many runs these guys were scoring, and now they sit around and wait for the home run ball, and this is the same old empty calories, run it back Yanks. And a lot of people get on fans' case for complaining. You have every right to start complaining about the New York Yankees being 5.5 games out of first place because once again, they've fallen into their old ways. They got 11 hits tonight and they couldn't get more than 2 runs across the plate. That means that there's no clutch hitting, no timely hitting, and they're not working at bats late in the game. And then what happens again? It's their defense, dude. It's like this team has a parasite in it that can't play defense. The Yankees' average is the 24th in baseball. They are 28th in singles in baseball. The New York Yankees are in a world of trouble because they're the same team as last year. They're doing the same defensive bullshit that they were doing in the World Series against the LA Dodgers. The reason these teams look so good, like the Toronto Blue Jays, who haven't even hit their stride yet against the New York Yankees, is because it's easy. Put the ball in play and let the Yankees take out a revolver and shoot themselves in the foot with it every single time. The Yankees will defeat themselves. The other team doesn't even need to do it. The Yankees are like, wait. They didn't even let the Met in the Subway Series. Now they're like, hey, you know what, Rays, we'll take care of this. Let's just shit our pants in the middle of the diamond. So the New York Yankees, I don't know what the answer is going to be. You can't change the DNA in the defense on this team. And Caballero now is getting the yips. Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm, Caballero situation needs to be figured out ASAP. Anthony Volpe now is being taken out after he's been hot. He's going to sit on the bench. He's going to collect dust, and they're going to try to play this pairing with Caballero and Jazz, and then both of them are going to get cold. It was good to see Caballero get 3 hits coming back from the injury. I agree with that. Trent Grisham tonight, got to give him props. He had 3 hits tonight. But if he needs to get injured to have a 3-hit night, I'm volunteering right now to club him in the knee like Nancy Kerrigan every time he goes on the diamond, because I'm willing to do that for my team. Then he gets thrown out at home. I know he's just getting over the injury, but if you're going to run like you got spackle buckets on your feet, we're good, Trent. Why don't you just take a couple of days off and get a little bit healthier, because he's no speedster when he's completely healthy. But let's talk about the positives tonight. Garrett Cole's return was a huge positive for the New York Yankees, and let's break this down. Garrett Cole showed up. They only let him go 78 pitches. He still got the training wheels on. He had a rusty first inning and second inning. Then he proceeds to throw 7 pitches and 4 pitches in an inning, and Garrett Cole was back tonight. Also, my note here, mass equals gas. If you notice, Garrett Cole put on a few LBs and added about a mile an hour to his fastball. He topped off at 99 tonight, and mass equals gas, and Garrett Cole was completely rolling. But this is the problem. We can have all the great starting pitching that we want in the world, and if we shut teams down for 6 innings, that's what we've been doing. It's from the 7th, 8th, and 9th that the Yankees have major problems. And they're alternating between who is going to blow the game that night. Either it's the bullpen not being efficient enough, or it's the defense completely blowing games. The first base play in the Mets series, the play at home with Wells and Goldschmidt at home against the Toronto Blue Jays. The miscues go on and on for this team. But Garrett Cole was completely impressive. I was saying, what kind of Garrett Cole are we going to be getting back on this team? And for all intents and purposes tonight, he showed you the ace that he can be, and that Garrett Cole hasn't missed a step after a year and a half of being away. Now, the Yankees have been winning games without Garrett Cole even being in the house for a year and a half. Think about this for a second. What the tutelage of Garrett Cole is going to be with Cam Schlittler. You have a baseball savant in Garrett Cole, one of the most headsy baseball players I've ever seen play. His knowledge of the game is outstanding. Think about him working with Cam Schlittler and dealing with him, having to deal with pressure while he was young. Because you remember Garrett Cole went from the Pittsburgh Pirates to the Houston Astros, and next thing he was thrust into the World Series at a young age. He can help Cam Schlittler develop as a player and maybe not get into the pitfalls that Garrett Cole fell into, because Cam Schlittler has the makeup. He's already like a 10-year vet. So it's all pluses for Garrett Cole being back tonight. Much more impressive than Carlos Rodon, who did have an improved start last night, but we need more from the $27.5 million man. You know, 3 guys on the New York Yankees make up for the whole salary of the Tampa Bay Rays. Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, and Garrett Cole's salary alone equals and matches the whole salary of the Tampa Bay Rays. And they own us, guys. Let that sink in for a second. You can have a $200+ million payroll. It doesn't mean anything. It gets down to the acronym I love, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's what the Yankees try to do on a daily basis, is complicate this game, which is tough enough without you complicating it. Also, the Jazz pop fly tonight, I almost jumped out of my skin tonight when I saw that, but I heard on the broadcast it was actually a heads-up play. Yes, put the pitchforks away because I was the first one online. I go, what is he doing? He just didn't want to put the right guy on base. He would rather have the slower guy on the bag, so it was a heads-up play by Jazz Chisholm. But tonight, props to Jazz Chisholm, Trent Grisham, and Caballero. Caballero was hitting the ball. Trent Grisham had 3 hits. Jazz Chisholm with the big triple at the end of the game. Hopefully that will get him going. Please. Also, I was thinking about the whole Volpe, Cab, and Jazz situation. You know what? Maybe we can alternate Paul Goldschmidt with Anthony Volpe in the DH spot. I would still like to see Caballero play second base, Anthony Volpe at short, and even maybe Jazz Chisholm at third base. Because before tonight and Jazz Chisholm turned it up a little bit, they were even talking about Anthony Volpe getting reps at second base. What did I tell you for the last year and a half, guys? The contract manipulation. He's going to be our future second baseman next year. But to keep Anthony Volpe hot, they're going to have to get him reps. And guys, the more right-handed bat in this lineup, the better. With Caballero right-handed bat, and now Anthony Volpe with a right-handed bat, if you can play him at second, and then you can DH Paul Goldschmidt, you got 3 extra right-handed bats in the lineup. And if you even want to get crazy, let's throw a little Rosario in there, because you might want to plug him in right field, because I think Aaron Judge might need a day off. You know, I know it's only been 11 games without a home run. This is the longest stretch of his career. Prior to this, he's had 3 stretches with 10 games without a home run. This is now his longest stretch. Give him a day off. The guy plays all the time. He's getting a little up there in age. Get him off his feet a little bit. Come on. Give him a little break. Maybe give him a day off, get him back on Sunday, and maybe he can start hitting the cover off the ball. But that hit at the end of the game that went close to the warning track, it looks like he's starting to correct it, because when Aaron Judge starts going right, this is his process. You're going to see him start ripping singles and doubles down the third baseline. Then he starts using that trajectory, and then when he's going really well, he's hitting home runs to right center. So tonight, he put a good charge in it at the end of the game, but he just came up short. But that error, that one error right there, cost them the game. And how long are the Yankees going to continue to play baseball with shooting themselves in the foot and defeating themselves? You know who beats the Yankees all the time? The Yankees. But you know what you can't beat is a membership. Become a New York nut right here on New York Minute Sports, only for $1.99 a month. We got the Mets and Yankees baseball show on Mondays, and we're adding the New York Nut show with my buddy Patty playoffs on Wednesdays. We're going to be doing exclusive content for you guys on there, and also working on the interactive live show so you can call in, message, and we can vent together, guys. And go over to Instagram. That's NEWYRKMIN. All the short, funny reels on there, and all of our content you can check on there. Also, anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you just put in New York Minute Sports, and you can get this beautiful face. Lucky you. Go over to New York Minute merch. That's that beautiful blue link underneath there. All the T-shirts you see during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Yankees better pick it up. Good night, Canada. Bye. Yeah.
That's your boy.
So
He
have the
said
word.
he was-
Goodbye. That's my boy.